Hi, fans.
This is a food review I wasn't too keen on doing because of the name. It is called the McGangbang. Gangbang? Gangbang. 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 I'm gonna ride this YouTube gravy train until the wheels fall off. If I had a gun and you were right in front of me, I'd put the gun to your face. Bitch. I did the uncut raw videos.
I British peanut.
This is a business. Topper's Pizza. This is a business. Topper's Pizza. That sucked like shit. That sucked huge fucking shit.
Do you enjoy doing food reviews as much, or are you bored? I'm bored!
Tangy.
Tangy, 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 tangy.
Tangy. I'm insane. Double.
Oh!
Yep, yeah.
Oh! This is my car!
We're gonna do it. Here we go. Ready?
Oh no! It's totally messy, but the idea is you keep it in the wrapper.
I know. I want people to see it. Well, he wanted to eat this in the car.
So I think we could have, no?
It would have rocked my car. Thank you very much. Because I'm white. Fuck. Shit.
Yeah, I made more fucking money than you ever did.
All you do is eat all day. That's why you're out of shape. A couch potato after your space. Why a 5-day miss? Why a 5-day miss? Why a 5-day miss?
Hey everybody, it is Paulie, Ken.
Eggplant? Maybe?
Oh, it's cognac. Good.
What's that? Now, if you're a child, don't fucking watch this.
The burger that Ken is playing with is the McGangbang from McDonald's. That video was published on January 15th, 2014. And I am making this video on March 30th, 2020. As of this day, that video for the McGangbang has earned 940,000 views. Of course, most of those views were a few years ago. Things were easy back then. The total cost of this McGangbang was $2.90, taxes included. It is a junior chicken and a McDouble. That's it. He paid for the sandwiches, put them together, ate it, and gets close to 1 million views. Can you imagine the profit and how little work that went in there to get that profit? What we are going to look at with this reaction video is Ken's largely forgotten official trailer. It was published on December 21st, 2014, and on this day, March 30th, 2020, it has earned 516,000 views. Now keep in mind this is very short, at only 1.5 minutes, and this item is actually hidden from Ken's main channel homepage. This trailer is more than 5 years old now. So what we are going to do is examine every piece of it, and then we're going to play it a second time so you can appreciate how many relationships have been lost by Ken Domik in the past 5 years or so.
Just for you and just for you.
Have you ever been bored at work?
So, Ken Domik likes to use audio filters too. Speaking of audio, this trailer has got one song behind it, which plays all the way through. And it's like really over the top, epic style music. You know that epic style music, right? It's like, and you got a choir in the background. And they get a bit of a guitar. You know, it's like the B tracks from a Meatloaf album. So I'm not gonna play any of that. And it doesn't really bring anything to this anyhow, because I'm going to speak to all of the collabs that are cited with this item. So, yeah, let's get going. So it is like, have you ever been bored? Have you ever been hungry at 1 a.m.? Have we got a channel for you? And then the epic music. Right there. That is when he is playing with the McGangbang, January 15th, 2014. So it's like a little over 6 years ago. It looks like another person. That was as of the day I'm making this, March 30th, 2020, 940,000 views for a sandwich that took $2.90. The junior chicken and the McDouble. And like at the ski resort video I made, when he's bending over to put his boots on, it's like his whole face is like falling off. There's so much blubber. And like, look at him. Like, his skin is tight. He looks fit. He's got the leather jacket on. You never see that leather jacket anymore. Let's take a look at him like less than a week ago. Wow. Holy cow. So anyway, let's just move on and check which collabs he has since lost. Epic music! Epic music! Hey! That's our buddy Larry! He's still in Ken's official trailer video! Like, wow! I bet that makes him feel really special, too!
Whippy. Doodah.
Our lazy Ken really needs to take that official trailer down and start a new one. What's he gonna do starting a new one? As I'm gonna show you, most everybody has left him. So the first guy that's in his official trailer as a collab is Larry. And we know the story between Larry and Ken. So, you know, I'm not gonna repeat it all here because you're all familiar with it. And you can go back and, you know, watch the video, which there'll be a link in the description of this one. And, yeah. There's something else you need to remove from your channel, Ken. Epic music, epic. Whoa! Now, here is somebody else who's not going to collab with Ken anymore. And you guys have seen that British penis thing, right? So here it is one more time, just for reference.
British penis.
And one of you guys also sent me a link to the Dude Where's My Challenge guys that Ken was partying with. Do you want to see Ken the morning after that giant whiskey fest with young lads less than half his age? Here.
Hey everybody, it is Paulie.
Take one moment. And I want you to savor this. I don't know the name. I don't watch that Dude Where's My Challenge thing. I don't know his name. The guy is gonna say Ken's name. And then he's gonna point to the British penis lad and say his name, which is Terry. So, let's make sure everybody gets named.
Ken and Harry, and welcome to Zone Awesome.
Right there, he just looked at the floor and laughed at Ken. Please do not click off. Have to do some talking here. There are 3 ways why this is wrong. And you know what the 4th way is? The 4th one is the correct answer. Do not do this. Okay, the first is, Ken might not have the finesse and the creativity to stage something like this. And he really did pass it on the floor. And the other guys are getting awake, and they grab their cameras, of course. And there's Ken. He passed it on the floor after drinking all that whiskey. It could be legit, which is disgusting. The second thing is that this is staged. Ken is aware that they're walking around. He makes videos, and this is all meant to look like, I drank too much. So he's doing it for entertainment purposes to get some views on his channel. Which is also wrong because you're making yourself look like an idiot. And I'll get to that more in a little bit. The third is that this is probably a combination of the two. Because he really was drinking the whiskey the night before. And he really was drunk. I mean, like, alcohol gives you power. And when he did that British beat, he was completely plastered for real. So this could be, my guess, he's hungover, he's on the floor, and he's performing a little bit as the other guys are getting their cameras going. So that's, one, it's totally legit. Two, it's a performance. Or three, it's a bit legit and a bit of a performance. Of course, four, you don't do this.
Today, it's another amazing day in Toronto. Today, it's the day of the meetup here in Toronto, so super excited for that.
Yay.
Do you want to know how old Ken was when he did this? He was 2 months away from being 50 years of age. What an idiot.
I shouldn't have drank so much whiskey with Ken. I'm so sorry, man.
Yay.
Do you want to know what is wrong with this? Ken Domik's son, Ben, is the same age as these guys. How could Ken have acted the fool for young men his own son's age, and then taken the footage and posted it on the internet? To this very day, Ken leaves that footage on the internet. British penis and everything else too. Why? Because maybe it might make $2 or $3 a month. So the dignity of his own family is not worth even a few dollars a month to Ken Domik. And that is why, or is probably why, Ben does not want to appear in his own father's videos any longer. Like, would any of you want to participate in any of these foolish projects? Exactly. Epic music, epic music. Whoa! No collaborations here anymore. Dame Drops was Ken Domik's greatest asset in the Foodie Fam game. He has a book published and he is a guest on the Rachel Ray Show from time to time. Dame's channel is strong. And Ken pushed Dame in the wrong direction, and Dame made one mistake during CraveCon. You know, the project fell apart, alright? They rolled the dice, they lost. The mistake was that Dame messed up the friendship with Shoddy by taking Ken's side. And it took a while to put that friendship back together. Now with that friendship back together, Dame is not going to disrespect his friend Shoddy by doing anything with Ken Domik again. So, this footage should not be in Ken Domik's trailer. He needs to get rid of that now. Whoa! Did not even have time to do the epic music thing. Who is that? Chuck from the Bronx. Do you want to see his channel? He doesn't have a channel. He's gone. So Ken has got a guy there like, oh, here's my amazing trailer. Here's somebody I collab with, Chuck from the Bronx. Yeah, Chuck from the Bronx doesn't have a channel. He quit it. Next! That is Emmy Made in Japan. She and Ken got together in July of 2014. And who came to who? It was Ken who came to her in Rhode Island.
Emmy from Emmy Made in Japan, hi.
I drove all the way to Providence, Rhode Island to meet up with Emmy, and we had just finished videotaping a show for her channel.
Do you want to see some of it? Unlike Ken, it's really underproduced, yet, unlike Ken, her show is for real. She's not a fake like Ken is. Here you go.
Hi everyone, it's Emily. I'm here at Onlyville, New York System Wieners on a field trip with Ken.
Hey guys, how you doing?
From KBD Productions, and we're here to...
Notice how she didn't say KBD Productions TV? Ken nails her for that a little later on.
Like a thumbs up. Alright Ken, what do you think? Let's get Ken's opinion.
First of all, I'd like to thank Emmy for treating me to this lunch. She said she's picking the bill up for this.
That's right.
And this is, again, the first time today first time ever I've been in Rhode Island, and also first time ever eating one of these I almost said burger.
That was July of 2014. And already back then, Ken had hypnotized himself into like everything is a burger and fries. Burger and fries. It was good that the footage belonged to Emmy, so she let it run. So there's Ken even back then. Oh, I'm gonna sit down and have this burger. Oh, sorry, all I ever do is burger and fries. So I thought this wiener was burger and fries. I'm sorry for that.
And yeah, go check out Ken on his channel at KBD Productions.
TV.
Alright.
That is right, Ken. Correct her. It's KBD Productions TV. Correct her, because it's really important. And you're going to be a millionaire in the next 3 years. And it's all because you make the difference to make sure people know it's KBD Productions TV. Yeah. Meanwhile, that's what you thought back then. 5.5 years later now, you're a monkey boy on live stream begging for chump change. By the way, how is Emmy Made in Japan doing? Let's take a look at her channel. It's 1.86 million subscribers. And, oh, by the way, she uploaded today, March 30th, the very day that I'm making this. You can tell because it says 4 hours ago. Okay? March 30th, 2020. And within hours of me getting this footage, she has uploaded for today. So let's take it down. Let's take it down. Oh. 6 rows. Okay, what do we got here? 149, 147, 478, 153, 236, 237, 126, 399, 441, 83, 2.8 million a month ago. 298, 380, 511, 187, 136, 258, 167, 322, 125, 120, 123, 196, 123, 145, 569, 86, 54, 164, and 41,000 views 4 hours ago. Let's take a little clip of this one.
Greetings, my beautiful lovelies.
She looks good. She looks fit. She's gotten better since the only time Ken did a collab with her. I wonder, is she responsible about the virus?
We are in the middle of the pandemic that is COVID-19, and we all are struggling and trying to find our ways to deal with it. Remaining responsible, socially distancing ourselves.
She is responsible. Meanwhile, our Ken continues to do things business as usual. And the thing is, like, he doesn't understand that it's not about him not getting the virus. It is that the virus can be in someone for a couple of weeks, and you might be spreading it to others without even knowing it. And that's what makes what Ken does all the more disgusting and irresponsible. So, one more item. Her 6 most recent are from a week ago, 4 days ago, 3 days ago, 2 days ago, and of course, today, March 30th, 2020, she has published again, and had a clip there. And to wrap up, for Emmy Made in Japan, as she has not collabed with Ken Domik for more than 5.5 years, we can safely say that she is never going to collab with Ken Domik again. This one will be fast. Reggie Reg? Very good friends with Dame Drops. anyone who's good friends with Dame Drops, they're not collabing with Ken Domik ever again. So, you can add Reggie Reg to the list of people who are not collabing with Ken Domik. Done? These two have not collabed for years. Joey can be a little silly sometimes, yet he is really a nice guy, and he is not fake like Ken is. Are these two gonna collab again? Nope. Because these are Ken Domik's channel friends. Let me move it around for you a little bit, okay? There. There's no Joey, 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 no Joey, no Joey. Joey used to be there. Ken took him off. And here's Joey's. Let's move him around. No Ken, no Ken, no Ken, no Ken. There is Outlaws Generation, and I've had some communication with him, and I believe it because it's coming from his real account. I'm not going to repeat everything here. All I can say is that Ken removed Joey from his friends, and the KDRC folks let me know, and I don't know for how long Ken has been off Joey's. Okay? And neither one of them's got a lot of channel friends as it is. You know? I'm just moving around to show you I'm not letting you miss anything. It's not a lot. Here, even less. So with both of these two having not collabed for years, and with both of these two having removed each other from their channel friends, they are not going to collab again. And it is especially stupid for Ken to leave Joey on his official trailer. This here is Greg Benson from something called Mediocre Films. I don't know this Greg Benson. I don't know what he lives on. What I do know is that he hasn't collabed with Ken for years. We can reasonably expect that these two are never going to collab again. That is Ian Keener of Peep This Out. He has been around since January of 2012. He went to CraveCon, and on August 20th, 2016, he did his CraveCon report, and it has managed to get 6,300 views for the last 3.5 years. So, with them not having collabed for years, we can be reasonable, and given the poor performance of CraveCon and the report that Ian did on it, these two are not reasonably going to collaborate again. There are 4 reasons why I know that Ken Domik and Blumgum will never collab again. Number 1, Ken has given Blumgum about 1 second on this trailer. Number 2, they have not collabed for years. Number 3, their personalities are completely incompatible. And number 4, Blumgum hasn't made a damn video for more than 3 years. Take another one off the list. This guy calls himself Freak Eating, and as you can tell, he is in a self-imposed ditch of no personal development whatsoever, and they haven't collabed for years. Here's a thumbnail. Here you go. I wanted to give you guys a taste for how successful this person is, so I went back 3 months and grabbed this video. It's from January 4th, 2020, and as I make this on March 30th, 2020, this here is some big burger challenge, and this person has managed to get 3,300 views in 3 months. Freak Eating has been around since July of 2012, and the person performs semi-regularly dressed up in a Superman hoodie. That is like being in a cover band. I mean, you cannot get rich and famous being a cover band, because it doesn't matter how good you are. I mean, as far as your, aping what someone else has done and dressing up like Superman. I mean, like, oh yeah, this is what I'm known for. I dress up in a Superman. Yeah, that's a really good costume. Somebody else has already done it, and everybody else knows it. So, I mean, this is the type of person that Ken Domik collabs with, and that he leaves in his official trailer to this very day. Do you want a sample of this person's work?
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Freak Eating. You're looking at the second food challenge I've ever tackled in the state of Utah. We're at a small restaurant with a lot of spirit and tons of good taste.
This guy probably went to the Ken Domik School of Video Production. I mean, if you got a camera and software and enough sense to put it on YouTube and have a channel and try to grow an audience, I mean, don't you have enough sense to crop things out of the shot? I mean, you got like a guy right behind him that's like, you know, I'm so bored, which just, you know, kills the enthusiasm. And he's got more kids in this shot than Ken Domik has in any 5 videos. So I just give you a little bit more of this. I'm not hating. Like, if you enjoy watching some guy dress up like Superman and eat a lot of food, well, do it, you know, that's fine. It's not my cup of tea, not for me. So, anyway, let's get this over with.
Called Burley Burger, they're located a few miles north of Salt Lake City in a town called South Weber. Their mascot is a lumberjack, which is fitting since my beard makes me look like a hungry lumberjack who's lost in the woods.
That is Matt Zion, also known as Reckless Eating. It is a dead channel. He has 633,000 subscribers, and as of today, March 20th, 2020, he needs 6 days to bring in less than 3,000 views for his new videos. This channel beats him. Aside from CraveCon itself, the last time that Ken had anything to do with this guy was almost 5 years ago. How many videos has Ken made since then? Let me show you how many. It is safe to say that Ken Domik will never collaborate with Reckless Eating again. Take another one off the list. Now this one is complicated. Please do not click off because there's going to be some talking to come. It's the last one! Now for starters, JP and Julia, HellthyJunkFood, do not have anyone else on their channel friends except themselves, which is cool. It's also eloquent, in a way. Ken has several different people on his channel friend page, and I'm not going to show the footage again. You remember it from earlier on. He used to have Joey on there, and he took Joey off, and he also used to have HellthyJunkFood on there. And in the last couple of months, he removed them from his channel friends page. And he was confronted about it during one of his live streams like a few weeks ago. And Ken lied and said, oh, that was a mistake, I'll have to put them back. It's not a mistake. You deliberately have to go in there and remove somebody. And if it really was a mistake, and he clicked wrong, when he said he was going to go back and fix it, he never did. And that is another thing about Ken. He's a liar. All you have to do is pay attention to people who lie for, you know, a few months, maybe most of a year, and you realize that liars lie all the time. And those are the people that I really despise, because when someone lies regularly, they're saying, listen, I don't respect you, and I think that you're very stupid. So I'm going to throw this crap on you and hope that it sticks. And if it sticks, good for me. And if it doesn't, well, I don't care about you anyway. So what's the difference? That is how bad liars are. And Ken just simply lies. Like when he took this channel down months ago. He did it with 3 fraudulent copyright strikes. And he just keeps lying. So he said he's going to put it back, and he never did. Here is another item. People who have channels, people who do not. Anybody who has anything to do with Ken, they end up supporting him on his channel through either direct channel membership support or by being one of the patrons. And he's got all kinds of tiers. Healthy Junk Food is not there. Take a look. Well, just pause it. I gotta hurry up for this video. Pause it. And pause this one, and then pause this one, alright? Or I'll leave it there for a few seconds too. Look, we're done with it. They're not on there, okay? However, Ken is on the Healthy Junk Food credits. I'm going to run all their credits from the start. It's short. And with the sound off, and then I'm going to pause it when Ken's there. Here we go. There he is. And in yellow, too. Let me zoom in here for a little bit. So, Ken removes Healthy Junk Food from his channel friends page like a couple months ago. They don't have anyone on their channel friends page. They are not on Ken's credits. Yet Ken is in their credits, even though he took them off his friends page while he leaves a bunch of other people on it. Do you sort of get the feeling that they're only tolerating him because he insists on not canceling it and he gives them like $4 a month? And so they're like, alright, fine. You're in the credits. You know, you take us off your channel friends page and you leave a bunch of small-time players, and which is a rude thing to do, and we will let you stay here as long as you're going to keep sending us $4 a month. Is that not strange? And I don't mean that it's strange on them. I mean it's strange on Ken. Like, why would you spend like $4 or $5 a month to be in their cheap credits when you deliberately wipe them off of your channel friends list? Like, that doesn't make any sense. It looks like a spiteful thing to do. It's like, oh, there's Healthy Junk Food on my friends list. They're not my friends anymore. Delete, wipe them off. And then you leave, like, small-time players like Freak Eating and Dude, Where's My Challenge? And you keep paying them to be in the credits. So it seems like a passive, aggressive, weird thing that Ken would do. This clip that is in Ken's trailer is from September 5th of 2014, and that was when times were good. Let me put it in a block of 15, so you better understand how things were really good for Ken and his channel back, like, 5 years ago. Like this was like from 5.5 years ago. So the wing challenge at the bottom left, never mind that for the moment. We're gonna start top left, okay? Top left, and go clockwise. So this is what things were like more than 5 years ago. He gets some Lay's potato chips, 83,000 views. It goes to McDonald's for a jalapeno double, 232,000. Then he gets a jar of fluff marshmallow, whatever it is, 265,000. Like, it's just like him eating a jar of fluff marshmallow dessert or baking supplement, whatever the heck it is. That's more than 250,000 views. You get some junk food from Japan, 68,000 views. You get some Nestle Parlor. What's that? Frozen dessert sandwich, 46,000. He goes to Taco Bell. Okay, we're going straight down underneath the ice cream. He goes to Taco Bell. Taco Bell breakfast review. 222,000 views. Just Ken eating a bit of Taco Bell. Here's another one, Taco Bell. Doritos Locos, 153,000. He takes potato chips to the cottage, 117,000. He gets something from Dunkin' Donuts. He gets a frozen coffee, 63,000. Like, it's a 2-minute, 54-second video of him having some frozen coffee from Dunkin' Donuts. He gets 63,000 views. That's not a lot. It's just for the work you put into it. So when things were really good for him, he could just go grab frozen coffee and do a 3-minute video and say, hey, here you go, 63,000 views. Okay, he goes Taco Bell, 10 taco party pack, 336,000 views. And now here's the Wild Wings challenge with JP. 226,000 views. 250,000. And that's like close to 250,000. And he's actually getting less views with JP, and he's getting more views by himself at Taco Bell. He does the wing challenge with a talented guy with a great channel, and he's getting less views than by himself with Taco Bell. That's how good things were. And here he is putting more garbage together. We're going up from there now. The top 10 most watched KBD Productions food, whatever. So he puts together a collection of his own clips. He gets 53,000 views for a 3 minute and 58 second long video. Then he goes to Burger King to get chicken fries plus 6 sauces review. Big deal. You give them an extra $2. Can I have all the sauces? Yeah, sure you can. Here's another $2. 628,000 views? Okay, then he's at Taco Bell again. 77,000 views. Then it's the Arby's Meat Mountain. 379,000 views. Just Ken Domik and the Meat Mountain. That's a video that's, that's the 10-minute long video, right? Well, you see what I mean, right? He puts a little bit of work into it to make a 10-minute long video with a sandwich that might cost $6. And, okay, 379,000 views. What really gets me is that back then, he could make a video that is less than 3 minutes long for the Dunkin' Donuts Oreo frozen coffee and spend like $2 and do a video that's less than 3 minutes long, that is less than 3 minutes long, gets 63,000 views. This was back in the day when things were really good. And this is why Ken is so angry these last few years, because those days are gone for good. Because Ken is a hack. And that is what makes this channel fascinating, because we're watching a hack who has no passion for food and doesn't want to work hard continue to hang around and say, where's my money? Where's my money? And because he built up an audience back when he was popular and the gimmick was working, Ken is able to keep coming back and do this with his expenses paid for, plus a little bit extra. It's just that it doesn't come anywhere close to what the channel used to be. Alright, enough of that. Let's move on. So, we're talking about HellthyJunkFood and Ken. So, in May of last year, 2019, Ken went to Florida to do 3 collabs with JP and Julia. Now, nobody's saying who invited who. It just, use your intelligence. Like, JP and Julia never came to Canada, and Ken used to be able to drive to Oneonta in New York State. And now that they're in Florida, I mean, there's even less chance that they're coming to Canada to do anything with Ken. So, it's my feeling that Ken, bothered them and invited himself to go there. And I still have all the footage saved if Ken ever takes it down. And so anyway, so he goes to Florida to do 3 collabs with JP and Julia, which he puts on his channel. Yet JP and Julia didn't do anything with Ken to put it on their channel. So that further goes to my assertion that it was Ken begging them, and because JP and Julia are too nice for their own good, they say yes, and alright, so they allow Ken to come there and make these collabs. Then he takes them back to the shack in the Elf Village and tries to get fire with them. Thing is, he didn't get fire with them. And anyway, I'll get to that in a second. I gotta give you a clip from one of my earlier reactions. You're gonna dig this. It's only a minute. Here we go. For this clip, notice how confused Julia looks and how fake her smile is at the tail end of it. And for JP, it is even better. He looks bored and angry. Now, the first time you watch this, you probably might have missed it, and it's a very short clip. So we're going to run it normal, then I'm going to do a close-up on JP and Julia, then I'm going to do it slow motion, and then we run it normal one more time.
So we'll do a Hogzilla, the firecracker shrimp. So we'll do a Hogzilla, the firecracker shrimp. So we'll do a Hogzilla, the firecracker shrimp.
By the way, of those 3 collabs, it was the first one from May of 2019 that I got the artwork for the banner for this very channel. And I'll leave a link in the description of this reaction so you can go back and check that reaction from my back catalog. Anyway, moving along here. Did Ken get fire from those 3 collabs? Before I tell you, how about I show you a quick clip of all 3 of them. While Julia is talking, watch JP. He looks so tired, as if he's fighting to stay awake.
This Vietnamese restaurant, I like to thank Julia for suggesting all this stuff. I like to thank JP for coming along with us.
Came along.
And helped with the video taping and everything.
See, there's so much culture and good food here in Orlando. You really should just come check it out. This street is full of so many great restaurants. And yeah, if you guys want to check out our channel, it's called Healthy Junk Food, HELLTHY. Yes, because it's not healthy, but it's healthy. And I do have lots of recipes for some Vietnamese food. We also have the JP and Julia channel where you can see kind of vloggy style stuff, so similar to stuff like this.
Alright guys, thanks for watching. We'll talk to you again later.
With this, Julia says that the tater tots are good, and then she makes a little reference to the movie Napoleon Dynamite. Watch JP sort of laugh immediately afterward, and then he does like a fast mini impersonation of the lead character, Tots. Ken doesn't even know what's going on, he doesn't even know that there's a joke happening, and he doesn't even ask what the joke is. He is so clueless. Here we go.
They're good tater tots.
Oh man.
Yeah. I might Napoleon Dynamite those and put them in my pocket.
I love these for breakfast. No, I'm not really a tater tot during the day kind of guy, but breakfast tater tots, definitely.
Here's a clip from the last of the 3 episodes, and you can ask, why am I doing this? Because if I just say he had 3 collabs in 1 month with JP and Julia, you could say like, okay, fine. To really appreciate it, I'm showing it to you. And so there he is with the McDonald's trademark that he's ripping off for his own uses. And Ken is a liar. So he says to JP and Julia, thanks for inviting me here. Use your own intelligence, like I said before. He's a passive-aggressive user and a liar. So he probably leaned on them and said, remember back in the day, and, you know, I helped you. And, well, actually, all collabs help each other. Well, you know how Ken is, right? So they probably said, yeah, and they let him go there and do this to them. And he, when he says, thanks for letting me hang here and bother you for 4 days, that seems to be more truthful. So, anyway, here's a clip.
Well, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank JP and Julia for number 1, inviting me down to Orlando, let me hang out at their house for 4 days and bother them. And,
that was an enormous opportunity for Ken to have. 3 collabs with JP and Julia. Ken has been in this game for 11 years now, and this footage is less than a year old. It was from May of last year, 2019. So given his track record, and all the help that he got from these 2 big shots, do you think he got fire with the 3 collabs? No! Bottom left, that is where they start. The full title is Best Vietnamese Places to Eat in Orlando, Florida, featuring Julia from Healthy Junk Food. So, Julia is in the title, Healthy Junk Food is in the title, she's in the thumbnail, JP and Julia are in the footage, and there's Ken. That was more than 10 months ago, 35,000 views. That's terrible. Moving on. Far right, middle row. Badass sandwiches and Beefy King. JP's favorites from Healthy Junk Food. There's JP in the thumbnail. JP and Julia in the footage. 52,000 views with more than 10 months. Are you kidding? With Healthy Junk Food collaboration? Okay, and here's a third of them. The world's largest McDonald's. He doesn't even have Healthy Junk Food mentioned in the title. They're not in the thumbnail. Ken is not in the thumbnail. It's got 173,000. I guess the strength of the world's largest McDonald's, and if you got a channel with any sort of an audience, that will bring success. It's just the spice and excitement of Ken Domik collaborating with HellthyJunkFood, it's not there. You see, like, he brings their big names to 3 collabs he did to his channel, and it doesn't draw an audience. That's terrible. 35,000, 52,000, and then when he takes them out of the title and just goes with, world's largest McDonald's, his audience that's always, expecting, it's gonna have McDonald's or Burger King in the title, otherwise they don't understand it, That's why Ken only has success these days by chasing a trend, or else his audience does not understand it, because his brand isn't strong enough to attract a new audience, or to inspire people who used to give him a chance back in the day. And so I'm still trying to figure out, for the good of this trailer reaction, if Ken and HellthyJunkFood will ever have another for real collaboration like you have in front of you right there. Was there anything else after those 3 unsuccessful collabs that Ken published to his own channel? Yes, there was. About a month later. Let me tell you the story about the flowing Japanese noodles first.
So today I'm going to show you Nagashi Somen. These are noodles that get, well, just look. It's pretty cool.
On September 2nd, 2014, Eric Surf 6 published a very short video, like 2.5 minutes long, of the flowing Japanese noodles. And I'm now working on this in early April of 2020. And he got like 150,000 views, from 2014. That's, I guess, pretty good. It's not like a home run. So it was Eric Surf 6 who did this first among this little bunch. And he knows Ken. And anyway, let me just show you some of this.
Let's give it a try. It's kind of a game. You can eat as much as you want, and you have to try to catch it with the chopsticks. Let's go do it.
He had a very bright piano playing in the background, and it sounds great. It's good music. It's just that it's so bright that I was gonna have a problem talking over it. And so the video is so short, I might as well just play it. And before I get going with this, I want to say that I like what Eric Surf 6 does. He's got a real passion for food. He's a really nice guy. I've never heard any stories of him being rude to fans. And so anyway, I'm not criticizing him. It's just a couple things. It looks like he doesn't have his best camera with him. It looks a little bit rushed. And it's not his fault. I'm not complaining about him. He is the guy who did the flowing noodles first amongst this little bunch. And because it's so busy, he had to do the sound after the fact. Like when he's talking and talking about missing the noodles or getting them, and when he's actually eating them, the slurping sound, it's all added after the fact. Because it's just so busy in there. So he found the cool location, and it's a great activity to do. And well, how come he doesn't get the home run? It only got like 150,000 views with the last 5.5 years. It was Ken Domik that ended up getting the home run with it. Like Ken, when Eric Surf 6 took Ken to this same place, Ken got the viral video. It's the biggest video he ever had, and it's still performing. It's at 8 million views right now. So here's Eric Surf 6. Here's Eric Surf 6 doing this. I think he's doing a great job. This is a what more can I say? I better stop it there. He liked it. He mentioned in his video, he says he liked that girl's shirt. It says, "I am lucky and be happiness." Yeah, I might as well talk a little bit more because the video was so short. Eric Surf 6 had everything there first, years before Ken got there. It's just, look how busy the place was. That's the big difference. Eric Surf had it, and it was just so darn busy, in fact, he had to do the sound after the fact, in post-production. So yeah, so remember that. This was published September 2nd, 2014, 2.5 minutes long, and from that day to our present day, 5.5 years later, it got 150,000 views. And now let's see the second part of the story.
Buckwheat noodles coming down. How many times do we have to say it?
One more.
Our Ken is breaking balls before they even get started. This was published April 25th, 2018. And as you can tell, who's the leader here? It's Eric Surf 6. He knows the place. He's taking Ken to the place where he's already been, like, years before. And it's going to be something different when they get going with this. Here we go. Okay, guys, what is the difference? The place is deserted. They have it all to themselves. They can talk. They can set up properly. They can take their time. They can make a mistake. They can do it over again. If Eric 6 would have had this a few years earlier, that giant viral video probably would have been for him. Because everything is the same. You got Eric Surf 6, you got the flowing Japanese noodles, you got the same location, the same activity. The difference is, they have it all to themselves, and that makes all the difference in the world.
Very nice. This is so cool.
We are at a very special place.
No kidding. And without Eric Surf 6, Ken would not be there. And we know Ken's personality, we know his tastes. All he cares about is burger and fries. He doesn't know anything about food. He isn't well educated. He has no interest in culture. You know, his idea of a live stream show is to sit on his ass for like 4 hours straight, drink beer, and act like a damn fool. Oh, I'm sorry. Once you get a little bit of alcohol into you, your true personality shines. He is a damn fool. So, Ken got lucky with this, and it is a very special place. And they're going to get to, Ken is going to get to make a really good video just because of the instruction from Eric Surf 6 and the location and the activity. And the fact they have the whole place to themselves. So I'm just going to give you some clips and talk over it. There is some excitement about having to catch the noodles and having at least 2 people to chatter over it and grab them. It's a novelty that you don't get with any other foods that I'm aware of. And it is the fact that they have the whole thing to themselves which makes it special. And if you think this isn't worth talking about, Ken got, to this day, 8 million views with this thing. So it's nothing coming from any talent from Ken. They just got lucky because they have the whole place to themselves.
Is she sending you some?
Yeah, she is.
I'm so...
Oh, Ken's busy over there.
Ay, ay.
Oh, gosh, mas.
Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, gosh.
Oh, that was close. Almost
She's
lost
laughing
it.
at my poor
Almost
abilities.
lost it.
That's so good.
It's good, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like the thinness of the noodles. And that they're cold. It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then if you miss it, it goes down here. So far we're batting 1,000.
Yeah.
Nothing in the net.
Nothing in the net.
Right.
So temper. Oh no! She tricked you.
I got half. How many? I got half.
Please don't click off. I know when to stop, alright? It's just, this video, like, I'll say it again. Ken has gotten 8 million views with this thing. So, it's worth talking about. And it's also worth talking about to note that it didn't come from any genius on Ken's part. I just wanted you guys to appreciate that with the relaxed vibe that they have, the two of them can chat, and they can chat with the woman that's making the noodles. And all you hear is the chatter between the three people, and chasing the noodles and eating it, and it's a little hypnotizing. Like, I sped through, I think this thing lasts like about 20 minutes. I'm not going to take up 20 minutes running the whole thing. Once you start paying attention to the noodles, because they have the whole place to themselves, you can almost imagine that you're there trying to grab those noodles too. You know what I mean? Like, so it came from Eric Surf 6, and they had the place to themselves. So now I'm going to go to the third part of this little story, because I am going somewhere with this, okay?
Good morning. The flowing Japanese nagashi somen bamboo noodles. This is what I want to recreate. It's not just the bamboo flume, but it's this experience. I want to be Eric.
That makes sense. However, Eric lives in Japan. He doesn't have a history of collabs with HellthyJunkFood. And who got the viral video? Ken Domik got the viral video, not Eric Surf 6. So it looks like Ken is going to be coming in useful, at least as a prop for this one.
Or at least I want to be invited next time, okay? Could you make this somen noodle bamboo water slide flume thing for me?
Yeah.
Hey guys, how's it going?
JP and Julia had already built the thing. Ken is just there as a prop. He's barely in the video. The title of their video is DIY Japanese Bamboo Noodle Slide Nagashi Somen Recipe. You can see Ken's hand and the slide along with Julia in the thumbnail. The rest of Ken is not in it. Ken is not in the title. Do you want to know what JP and Julia were typing for the keywords? Well, all you have to do is open up the source code, and here you go. Now, you can pause that and read it later, okay? I'm not going to go read everything there. Ken Domik is not in the keywords. The reason why Ken Domik is not mentioned in the title, and Ken Domik is not typed in the keywords when JP and Julia are putting that video together, is because Ken Domik is not a hot brand. Ken Domik is a brand that has had it. Do you think that JP and Julia are going to waste any of their expensive time sitting around watching Ken Domik review burger and fries in Bradford and Newmarket, Ontario? Of course not. I gave up on Ken Domik about a year ago. Everybody's given up on Ken Domik. Heck, if I didn't have this channel, do you think I'd be sitting around watching his garbage? Hey, wow, Ken Domik's reviewing burger and fries, and we're in the middle of a pandemic. He's saying go out and get it now, and if you gotta complain about that, hey, when he says it, you do it. Go out and get it now. JP and Julie are like all other smart people right now. They're telling their fans, stay at home, stay at home, stay at home, stay at home. Do you think if Ken and JP and Julia ever got together for a conversation, if they would even, bother, do you think that Ken would win them over? It doesn't matter. This virus is not important. Go out and get it now. The burger's worth it. Go out and get it now and end up in the intensive care unit. This is strictly business, okay? I'm going to show you how little Ken is in the video. With the sound turned off. Yeah, that was funny. You know what's funny, Ken? Look at what they're driving. A Lexus. And it's not on payments like your Volkswagen Tiguan. This is great. This is sped up already by JP and Julia. Now, look, JP's running the show. And look how often Ken is either not in the shot or just standing. You know how much standing and not being in the shot he has to be doing when this is sped up photography and JP's doing everything? So, yeah, Ken is a prop. The only way that I can get this idea across is by showing it to you. And it's only going to be a few minutes, and then the video's going to be done. I'm going to wrap this one up. And it's the Ken Domik reaction channel. Like, what do you want me to talk about? I have to talk about Ken Domik. It's a little dull right here. It doesn't matter. Just a few minutes. So there. That's what they wanted to recreate. And Ken is truly a prop. This is not like a full-on collab with Ken Domik all the way through. They're using him as a prop. I can't blame them either. I mean, he did get like, back then it must have been like around 7 million. And today, I'm still working on this today. It's April 5th, 2020 now, and I'm trying to get this done for the 5 p.m. Premiere. I'm a little rushed. So, it was worth it for them to have him over there. The video that they made got, as of today, 1,600,000. That was from this past June. So they're doing okay. Alright, good for them. It's business. They recreated the scene. And now, they're gonna get Ken out of here. See, they went so far to recreate it as actually, you know, doing a screen grab of the viral video itself. And that's nothing against JP and Julia, you know? It's business. You know, Ken got a little something out of it, they got something out of it. And now here's all their hot, young, rich neighbors and friends in their fabulous apartment building. That's the courtyard of it. So now, you know, Ken is such a prop. And you're saying, like, well, how significant is that? I'm trying to figure out if he'll ever make another collab with him again. And I'm presenting everything that I have for you. Wow, did they make it, huh? And there's Ken. He's going back to his shack in the elf village. And his cluttered little garage to match his cluttered little shack to go with it. So they recreated the scene. They recreated this whole thing here. And now it's, you know, with their neighbors at the apartment building. It won't be long now, guys. Also, part of my argument is, if Ken is only a prop in this video, you see how impossible it is to fit him into a real collaboration? Because, you know, those days are gone of them, JP and Julia being in their little place in Oneonta, New York. You know, they've moved on. This was the only way that I could demonstrate to you that he was used as a prop. And if I would have just said that, oh, by the way, he was used as a prop in that, you could say, oh, well, you don't like him, and you're just saying that. I'm sure he was deeply involved in the whole project. No, that was, you know why it was boring? Because I had to show you all the footage of him in that video, so you could appreciate that he was just used as a prop. And the video's about to be over, and I am not editing anything. I'm just going to let the sound come back on. You see, they're already starting the credits. And they don't get together with Ken and chat with him and say thanks for coming by. He was used as a prop. That's it. Service is rendered. Done.
Almost. It's all about the clump.
That's because I can't pinch. I didn't have it ready to pinch. We got about the same amount. Yeah.
Hey JP, you know you look like the Mom and Bob's Burgers with those glasses? No?
No.
You kinda do.
Got one more clip to share with you before I make my final argument. And we're gonna go right back to the trailer that I'm reacting to. This is the official KBD trailer, and today's date as I'm finishing this is April 5th, 2020. And let's scroll down. There are links to everyone who is mentioned as a collaborator. There's Ben Domik, there's Dame Drops, there's Emmy Made in Japan, Reggie Reg, Chuck from the Bronx, Joey's World Tour, Greg Benson, Ian Keener, Blumgum, Nita Rita, Matt Zion. That's it. There are a couple of people who are missing. Larry, the Canadian stud muffin, has been removed from this. And HellthyJunkFood has been removed from this. The HellthyJunkFood version of the flowing noodle slide was done in June of last year. That was more than 9 months ago. Since that time, Ken has removed Healthy Junk Food from his channel friends list and has removed them from his official trailer in the links. This so-called collaboration was all business. Ken was used as a prop. It looks like it's over. Maybe Ken does not like the way the Healthy Junk Food version of the flowing noodle slide was done. Maybe that's it. All I'm doing is sharing with you guys that Ken has removed Healthy Junk Food from his channel friends list, and he has removed them from the links of his official trailer. It is therefore my assertion that Ken Domik and JP and Julia of Healthy Junk Food, the last ones in this official trailer, will never do another collaboration again. That is everybody. Now, let's go through this official trailer one more time to appreciate how pathetic it really is.
Just for you and just for you.
Have you ever been bored at work? Have you ever been hungry at 1 a.m.? We have the channel for you. Epic music. Epic. He's gone. He's gone. Epic. He's gone. He's gone. She's gone. He's gone. He's gone. He's gone. He's gone. He's gone. He's gone. And he's gone. And they're gone. Epic loser. Epic loser. Epic loser. Epic loser. Epic loser.
Excuse me, it was that good, wasn't it? Boop.
Last note, on January 31st, 2014, Ken did a land, air, and sea burger at McDonald's. And as of this date, April 5th, 2020, it has since received 1.5 million views, with the bulk of those having been made more than 6 years ago. On July 11th, 2019, less than a year ago, our dildo-headed picnic basket did another land, air, and sea burger at another big chain, A&W, and it has since, to this day, received 52,000 views. That is the difference. Ken Domik is done, and that is why you are only going to see him coming back, doing live streams, getting drunk, and waiting for super chats. He is a loser.
That sucked like shit. That sucked huge fucking shit.